top 16 Dr. Mari player in the house. Y'all ain't ready for what happens when me and a penguin write a quiz pack together. Less than 3.
Good evening and welcome to Quiz Night Hive Minds. Goodness me, who forgot this existed, eh? It was introduced some time ago in the last season, and then they only appeared like twice, and then it disappeared again. And this season is only coming up once, and then it's going away again. So Get your fill of Hive Minds tonight, because this is probably your one and only opportunity to play it in all of season 13. Hashtag right for Hive Minds. Well, it's not necessarily that, Topper. It's that there was only one person that indicated wanting to write for it. And that one person that indicated they wanted to write for it was Mr. Dogfish44 himself, who was the sole winner of the Renban line earlier on. So yes, you have Dogfish to thank for even getting this in for season 13 entirely, because if Dogfish hadn't written for it, then it wouldn't have appeared at all, and probably would have been committed to
loving the appropriation
the
of the
vault
colours of the flag of the absolute state of only 91.
Yeah, I mean, I like those colours. I mean, for other reasons, possibly with my stream layout and stuff. But yeah, every now and then I like to change the colours in Quiz Cubes just to keep it a little bit more interesting. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Oni. And 100 bits from Matt the Ref saying hexagons are the bestagons. Though I did see a YouTube video describing why hexagons aren't necessarily the best of the gons. There may be some trigons out there that are slightly better than hexagons are, but certainly for many intents and purposes, the hexagons certainly are the bestagons, though not for every particular situation. But thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. And also alongside that, we've got 100 bits from JB, who is one of the top 16 Dr. Mario players. Very much so. I did watch some of the championships, or the tournament, should I say. God, Ramsey's a bloody beast at Dr. Mario. Bloody hell, that was some epic plays there against Dave. Just so unfortunate. Just the battle for the, what was it, the 1, 2, 3, fourth game of the series. Jesus Christ, that was a mammoth marathon game, that one. But yeah, I caught a fair bit of it, and congratulations to you, JB, in the top 16, and congrats to everybody else that participated in the Dr. Mario Championships. There was some wonderful gameplay, and I'm terrible there. But thank you for the 100 bits, and we will be seeing a pack from JB and the Penguin Tipster later on with Secret Fortune when we get there. Well, there's going to be some stuff in there. Hello, Topper.
Whole, long, wonderful years of quizzing with the Lord.
Oh my goodness me.
Thank you for everything, Ash. Here's to another 3 years. At bash doot, at bash doot, at bash doot.
3 years, Topper. It's been that long, has it? It's been that long. 3 years. Goodness me. That is no, he has. It's been 36 months only. It's just he broke the streak early on. That's all. But yeah, 36 months of subscriptions there to Quiz Night. That is immense, Topper. Thank you very much for that. I do hope you do stick around for another three years more. Though who knows what I will do? Who knows? But thank you for the 36-month resub. Appreciate that, and thank you for the follow from Chipper from yesterday. Appreciate the follow there. So yes, thank you to Cetra for that game of Quiz Cubed to start this game off this evening. I suppose we've kind of really transitioned quite well from Quiz Cubed into hexagons with the hive minds, because if you look at a cube a certain way, it looks like a hexagon. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of crazy. So thank you guys, Cetra, for those questions. Some lovely questions in there. I wasn't expecting Renban to be just a single get, though I was expecting it to be a low get rate, because it's only those that watch Cracking the Cryptic that will probably know of the well-known name of that particular format of Renban line. But congrats to Dogfish on getting that one out of everybody else. And now it's time for Dogfish to dole out some questions for you to answer instead.
I love the shape theme so far, Ash.
Completely coincidental, Brian. I will admit it's completely coincidental. But once I realised that, oh yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. We will continue on with that shape theme. So yes, we've got Hive Minds this evening, written by Dogfish, and I've had to to change my algorithm slightly because Dogfish is very, very good at writing word puzzles, so much so that it generated puzzles that my puzzles generator actually couldn't generate. My puzzle generator is dumb. I will say that. It just makes lots and lots and lots of random guesses with some intuition and tries its best to solve it. But the round 4 puzzles are really good, so much better than my algorithms could even possibly generate, that I had to resort to manual data entry just to get it in, because the algorithm actually just didn't work that I had. I need to have much better algorithms. I need, not the Monte Carlo method. I need to actually put some actual genetic algorithms put to use on this, or I don't need a small language model or anything. No, that's not necessary, but certainly a genetic model might be better than just brute forcing the solutions. Hexagon GPT. Well, there's no point in going to the effort of that if we don't see this again. So I put in about the minimal effort as I needed to get this to work. Fingers crossed it all does still work. And if you want to see Hive Minds in season 14 or more, then, someone's going to have to ask to write it. Otherwise, it's not going to appear. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. Oh yes, manual input does make a lot of mistakes, Dogfish. That's why I still have a button to verify the work I've done, to make sure it still works in the end. So it is manually input, but it is also verified by the computer to make sure that it should be a valid hex when it comes up. This game is played slightly differently to my other Twitch offerings, because this was initially kind of designed to be a sort of warm-up game. So there is no room code to enter in on this. There's no indication to say I want to play. You just literally answer the Hive Mind questions, and you do so by whispering to Quizbot 3000. That's all you actually need to do in this game. It is as simple as that. Different hives are going to come up. It will explain to you in each round what we're going to be talking about in terms of each hive, but all you need to do is find the answer hidden within the hive of letters. There will always be the answer somewhere in the hive. They may be overlapping other answers, there might not be, depends on the particular round, but it is a very simple game, though very complex in its nature. Thank you again to Dogfish for writing the pack, and also to, I believe it was Inca, for helping proof the pack for tonight's game. And then also thank you again to Dogfish for proving that my algorithms are not good enough for tonight. So I'm going to put on some background music because I have no other music to speak of for this game. So I'll put on some very, very chill music, and we'll get this game underway. Unpause, and hopefully We're straight into round number 1, which is the singles round, or part of the singles round. So the hive in this round will populate with letters, and a prompt will appear at the top of the screen and also will appear in chat. You need to find the answer that is hidden in the hive. Answer fast for maximum points. Over time, some of the letters will be removed that don't exist in the answer, but not all of the letters. We will make it still a little bit. Make it easier, but not stupidly easy. And just a reminder that letters can go in all sorts of directions along any common edge. So yes, the words can appear backwards. Just bear that in mind. Any common edge means orthogonally in Sudoku worlds, but of course we're in a hexagon world, so there's 6 common edges. They don't go across corners, basically, is what I'm saying there. They don't go across corners, but they go across a common edge, not corners. That is all you need to worry about in this game. It's not limerick in this case, Matt, but hopefully you'll all have fun. Good luck. Let's get your first hive loaded up, he says, as he presses the button, expecting for the... Oh, yeah, because I don't have space bar hooked up on this game. I have to hit the big continue button instead. There we go. So, we are looking for a French river which flows into the Mediterranean. You ready? Reveal the hive. Yeah, you might not want to answer... Hang on, is this in auto mode? I've just realised it's probably in auto mode. Or are these answers actually coming in from people? I don't know. I actually don't know. Those first answers that came through felt a bit automatic to me. Were they automatic or not? Yeah, you didn't answer. If that's the case, then let me figure out why on earth it's in autoplay mode, because it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be in autoplay mode. And also, don't give an answer really early on. I did see some answers before the hive even appeared. There may be multiple answers that match the criteria, but only one that exists in the hive will be the correct answer. Just bear that in mind as well. So I'll give you a second chance, as it were, while I figure out why on earth this is in autoplay mode, because it shouldn't be. Oh, there's the music. That's the sequence. Where's the auto guess thing gone? Should be just a setting for it. Run sequence. Run the puzzle. That's the magic method I want. Run the puzzle. Run the puzzle. Find all references. It's been such a long time looking at this code, it really has.
Last resub of my teens. Growing up really is getting old.
Yes, it really is. Thank you very much for the 6 month resub there, Sunny Cat. And yes, growing up really is getting old. It only gets older and older. Where's the random guesses? On receive answer. Clearly it has to come through here. Fake identity. Try debug answers. What calls you? On start answering. Just calls it. Why? No, you don't just do it. You don't just try debug answers. I'm just going to comment the debug answers code out. Apparently I don't have a switch on it. It just does it. It just does it. So let me just undo that, because it shouldn't be doing that. And we'll roll titles once more, and then we'll get this game underway properly. This is why we don't play this game this often. Oh, you very much can just debug answers pop. So take 2. And now that people have a bit more of an idea of how the game works as well, that there's only one particular answer in the hive that you need to be aware of, that's all. So yes, you will see a question prompt. There may be multiple answers that match that prompt, but only one will exist in the hive. That's the one you are looking for. By the way, there might be some trick answers that sit in the hive as well. Those ones are definitely wrong answers, but might steer you answering the wrong way. Just be aware, there could be some trick answers in the grid as well. In the hive, not a grid, it's a hive. Okay. Let's try that all again, folks. Whisper to Quizbot 3000, and hopefully it's not going to debug answer. Here comes that first question again. A French river which flows into the Mediterranean. Reveal the hive. That is more promising, that it's not doing lots of answers really early on. Now we can put the music back on as well. He says, as the music was already on and then faded off. There we go. This is better. Yes, this is a game that I can have quite a relaxing time on because it mostly autoplays itself, and also the questions are pretty slow. Until we get to the end, where it goes a bit faster. Why are these submission noises reminding me of a PS2? I don't know. I can understand what you might think of that, but it's just a sound I randomly found on freesound.org, and I'm pitch shifting it up and down like I do with Wipeout. The answer we're looking for here on this one was the Rhone. R-H-O-N-E we're looking for. You might have possibly gone for the Rhine, not a good answer, or you could have gone with the Seine, also not. Loire and Tiber also tried to get generated into the puzzle, but the Rhone was the answer that we're looking for, not the Rhine. Next, we are looking for a chess piece which cannot move diagonally. Reveal the hive. A chess piece which cannot move diagonally. You can give me one answer. Once you have given your answer, that is it. You cannot change it. Later down the line, we will be giving you the ability to answer for multiple answers in the hive. But we'll concern ourselves with that when we get there. For now, it's just a single answer we're looking for. And you'll notice that your hexagon will go a gold shade once we have received an answer from you, and the numbers below, that is your current score in the game. And that will be multiplied by, I think it's 300 at the end, to be converted into your Dutz total for the end of the game. Last few seconds, a few people regretting their answers. We were looking for the Rook, R-O-O-K, we're looking for there. Other answers that could have been generated in there, the Queen, the Bishop, and the King. And we were going to avoid putting the entire word knight in because the move is diagonal-ish. It's not strict diagonal, it's kind of like L-shaped because it actually does a jump over rather than a move through. But Queen, Bishop, and King all have the ability to move diagonally. A Rook does not. Whispers ain't whispering. Sometimes that happens on Twitch. You just have to refresh and things get improved that way. Apparently, I'm dropping frames. This is also very good to see. Next, we're looking for a painting by Picasso. That's all we're looking for. Reveal the hive. We're looking for a painting by Picasso. Can you find it in the hive? There is one single answer. And beware, you've got to be careful on your spelling as well. If you do misspell the answer, then that will be a wrong answer. It is a problem with Twitch games in general, Monster, but if you switch on to low latency mode, then you should be able to get it broadcast to you within 2 seconds or so, rather than about 5 seconds on normal latency mode. Just a little bit of hints there to maybe give you a better chance at answering earlier on if you haven't already switched that setting on. Last chance to offer an answer. And the answer here we're looking for was Guernica. Guernica, Guernica. We could have possibly added in Nighthawks, Irises, and Olympia into the puzzle there, as offered by Dogfish, but Guernica was the one we were looking for as the actual answer. Yeah, you got to watch that, you. I think Oni did a similar thing as well. Went with Guernica, just Gernica or something along those lines here. Got to watch that spelling. Next up, we're looking for a chemical element discovered before 1700. Reveal the hive. A chemical element discovered before 1700. There is one in that hive somewhere. Can you find it? As I have to continue jostling with my hair. I need to get my hair cut. I need to book a hair appointment and just get my hair cut and do it like this weekend. Because it's getting ridiculous now. But I keep talking about it and not doing anything about it. That's just prime me, that is. Always talk about these problems I'm having and never actually deal with it. Last few seconds. You got hive baited, did you, Kenda? Yeah, that's the beauty of this game, is there could be some silly answers up there, but we were looking for copper. Copper was the correct answer we're looking for. Others that could have appeared were oxygen, bronze, and pewter, that those were not discovered before 1700, I'm afraid. Copper was discovered before 1700 and was the correct answer on the hive. Of course, Topper gets copper. Of course, the verdigris. Absolutely. So that's the first half of round one. Let's move to the second half. Oh, before we do that, let's go to the leaderboard. We've got Riff currently the lead on 17 points. That is a very good score, Riff. So we're going to the second half of round one, which is the pairs part of the round. So now the question will ask for a pair of answers that can go together. You will want to submit both answers. Now, in that case, you can send them as individual messages, or you can send one message with the words separated by a space or a comma. So you can do some space-separated words if you wish, or send them separately. Just be aware that the two answers that you look for must pair together. There may be some trick answers that do not have a pair that goes together. Think like in Link on 1000 Heartbeats, where there might be some dupe answers or trick answers that can't match another one. There will be one singular pair of answers that match together. But again, could be multiple possible options that match the criteria we're asking for. Just be aware of that, but only one pair in the hive itself that matches. Here we go. Here is your first. And we're looking for an animal and the name for their young. Reveal the hive. So we're looking for an animal and the name for that particular animal's young, somewhere in this hive. Two answers to find in total. It is one pair. You can send them as an individual message with both words in it, space separated or comma separated, or send two individual messages. Entirely up to you how you submit it, but you are allowed to submit up to 2 words. You don't have to go for the actual pair. If you find 2 words in the hive and you can't work out what the actual pair is, then just submit 2 words, and you might be lucky with one of them being part of the valid pair. I just give you the ability to submit 2 answers, and hopefully you go the right way. The pair we were looking for here was swan. Only 4 players found that. And a cygnet. Loads more finding that, but not finding the swan, apparently. There were some incorrect spellings I saw as well in there for cygnet. Goose cygnet. Oh, that's a tricksy one, that. There was the swan. Joey, Shote, and Goose could have appeared, but they do not match with cygnet as the other paired answer, I'm afraid. You put swan, did you, Proogs? Let me have a look. Let's have a look to see what happened. You did say swan cygnet. You did. Interesting. Some sort of bug there with one message answer. So yeah, I suppose for those that combined that answer, it's not worked properly for whatever reason, even though I'm pretty certain it tested correctly before. So in that case, send them as individual messages. Yes, send them as individual messages. So instead of saying swan cygnet in one message, say swan, one message, cygnet, one other message. That seems to work from what I can see. But for some reason, the combined doesn't. It's supposed to, but apparently not. That is a bug I need to fix. So yes, answer. I think what I'll do, Colo, is say answer as separate. Answer each word separate as a separate message, because of rounds that are coming up later. I'm thinking this is necessary because there'll be more than 2 answers to deal with later on. So answer each word as a separate message, and I've pinned that. Hopefully we'll work with that. Okay. And yes, there's no code to enter this game, just literally answer to Quizbot 3000, that's all you need to do. Okay, next hive, we're looking for a month of the year in English and also in Spanish. Via the hive. Month of the year in English and Spanish. So it's the same month of the year with 2 different names for different languages. Colo. Whisper to the bot, please. Can't delete mod messages. Last few seconds to get your answers in. Up to 6 points on offer if you can get both parts correct. I mean, it didn't matter because the answer was actually wrong, Colo. We were looking for January and Enero. Those were the two parts we're looking for there, both being January equivalents. Others that could have appeared were June, April, and Agosto, and we were avoiding putting in Junio, Abril, August, and May in the puzzle because of overlapping answers in some cases, I suppose. But yes, January and Enero were the two we were looking for there that matched together. Next, we're looking for a country with its capital city. Reveal the hive. The old geography question here. A country with its capital city. But there may be some tricksy answers out there that do not match up as a pair. Be aware. You forgot the Spanish one, so you gambled 2 English months for... Oh, I mean, that's absolutely a valid way of playing this game, Kenda. They wouldn't do it that way on the game show itself. They're a bit more strict. But this being a mass multiplayer Twitch edition, we kind of relax the rules a little and play them all in a, just give you as many options, as many ways to answer as possible. And hope that you can get at least 1 point on the board. We were looking for Latvia that ties with Riga. Lots getting that one right. Very well done. Other answers that could have appeared in the grid: Lithuania, Estonia, and Warsaw. None of those matching on the board, though. Latvia and Riga were a matching pair. And other avoid answers were Vilnius, Tallinn, and Poland, which, of course, tie in to the 3 trick answers of Lithuania, Estonia, and Warsaw. And the last hive of this particular round, we're looking for a Disney princess along with the antagonist in their film. Reveal the hive. Yes, Brian, you'll need to answer each word as a separate message. We have figured that is a problem, so you'll need to send them as 2 separate messages. What's this yay Claire thing going on? What's that? Oh, did Claire get points? Is that what was it? I'm just looking at so many things right now. I'm just like stressing over so much. Like, Claire has currently on 2 points, so yes, you got points. Congrats, Claire. I should be celebrating these things, but there's a lot to track. Last few seconds to get your answers in. Out of time. We were looking for on this one. Aurora tied with Maleficent. Those were the two. That's a difficult one to type there, Maleficent. Aurora and Maleficent, the correct answer. Other ones that could have appeared in that hive there were Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Belle, but with no pairing antagonist there. Aurora and Maleficent was correct, and that's the end of the round. Who's currently in the lead? Well, it's a change of lead. Mark and Tipster currently tied on 29 points. Riff is on 28, currently in 3rd place. So we now move on to round 2. Sounds a bit strange because we kind of already played 2 rounds. It's just how it's structured in the game on the actual show. Anyway, this is round number 2, and it's called the Triples. Well, they never had any actual names of rounds, but I decided that this is the Triples round. So we're going to add a few more words into the hive now. There will be a total of 3 answers that you'll need to find in the hive. We're not going to remove any letters in the hive, though, but we're going to give you some more time to think about the answers. And don't worry about speed, just get 3 answers, and if you can find all 3, then you get the maximum points. Again, it says there as individual messages or one message. We now know you need to send them as separate messages, just for the sake of clarity. Send them as separate messages for now. But there will be 3 answers to find in each hive. Good luck. Here comes your first. We are looking for Rihanna singles. Reveal the hive. 3 answers to find. Can you find them all? Titles of Rihanna singles. And yes, we do give you a little bit more thinking time on this one. So, no complaints in chat this time about stream latency. We don't even reward fast answers in this round. Just get them all right. Maximum of 6 points if you can find all 3 valid answers. There may be some tricks up there, though. Beware. I mean, there is also the brain latency situation as well, Kenda. I know that full well. It takes me forever to think things up these days. My brain just goes... Da, 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 da. It's like Windows restarting or something. Last few seconds, get an answer in. Might as well guess something random. I mean, that's what Riff did. He literally answered random. The answer we're looking for there were umbrella. Lots getting that. Diamonds, quite a few getting that. And work, not so many getting that one. Those were the 3 answers in the hive. Look at them all. Look tight. Grouping together like that. Trick answers that could have appeared there. Halo and Sorry. Those there are not Rihanna singles, but Umbrella, Diamonds and Work were. Those were the 3 we were looking for. Name a Rihanna song. That's literally what we were asking for, K-Jarves. That's literally what we're asking for. And yes, you need to be careful on the typing. It's diamonds, plural, not singular. Okay, next one. We're looking for the names of books in the Old Testament. Reveal the hive. Yes, a bit of religious literature question going on right now. Bit of a weird thing to say it like that, religious literature. But I guess that is what the Bible is. Looking for the names of books in the Old Testament. Don't have to worry about any Roman numerals or anything like that. Because I don't think any of these actually need any Roman numerals anyway. No, they don't. They're just single word titles. As with pretty much everything in the hive, they're all single word answers because it just wouldn't work otherwise. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, Book 42. But then that's 4 answers, Candy. You can't give me 4 answers. Name some books. I mean, that's what we're asking for. Just not the ones you're going for, KJs. Last few seconds. Everyone getting some answers on the board. The answers we were looking for were Genesis, pretty much everyone getting that. Exodus, pretty much everyone getting that. And Psalms, not so many getting that one, probably because the PS at the beginning of the word, not very common starting letters for a word in English. Other answers that could have appeared, Romans and Revelation, but those were trick answers, not in the Old Testament. Genesis, Exodus, and Psalms were the ones we're looking for. Not splams. Indeed, 8 Mickey, not splams. And yes, Psalms plural, again, not singular. You've got to be careful about those. Your next one. We're looking for names of martial arts. Reveal the hive. Be careful on spelling on this one, folks. I will say now, be careful on spelling. Because they will catch you out on this one. Oh, you're doing very well. You are actually doing very well on some of this spelling. The CCC at the bottom there, such a weird thing though. Is blankety blank a martial art? Is there a blank on the board? Not quite a blank. It's close, though. It's like a bank with an extra letter in it. And that's time up. The 3 you were looking for were... Karate, Taekwondo, very well spelled. And Capoeira, much harder to spell there. Capoeira for Capoeira. Other answers that could have appeared were kabaddi and bocce. Those are definitely not martial arts, but they are sports. Karate, taekwondo, and capoeira were the ones we're looking for there in that hive. Stupid I. Capoeira, you know, it doesn't go as high as the I, does it? Capoeira. One final hive in this round. We're looking for, hey, over to the US here. We're looking for former US vice presidents. We're looking for, I believe it's the surname. Yes, we're looking for the surnames here, not the first names. They're surnames. Reveal the hive. Just wanted to put that clarification out there in case people decided to go for first names of things. Because it's very possible that we can get first names appearing here with the way that the hive generation works with filling in gaps. Name a name! We're literally distilling quiz down to X or Y, or name a X. There you go. That is quiz distilled in its purest form. Name a X. Claire is exclaiming for Jack to appear. I'm afraid not going to get any help this time, Claire. Maybe if you're on a different series of Only Connect. Last 10 seconds. You may as well get an answer in if you don't know. If you've got no idea, find a word, and you might be right. Out of time there. Looking for Agnew. Only one on the right, getting that milk getting on the right there. Quail and Gore. More getting the Gore there. But Agnew, Quail, and Gore were the three surnames looking for. Obama and Jackson. Those were some trick answers to avoid. Agnew, Quail, and Gore, the ones to go for. That is the end of the round. What's the leaderboard looking like right now? He says he tries to press the spacebar to continue, but that doesn't work in this game. In the lead is Mark now solely on 49 with, we've got 48 by Riff, just 1 point behind Riff. You're doing so well. Then 43 for Ralph and for Tipster as well. Those are in third place tied. Okay, now let's move on to, well, it's one of the big ones. It's time for the Super Hives. Yes, so this one, we are going to give you a bigger hive, and every single letter in the hive will be used exactly once. There will be a total of 7 answers hidden in this hive. You need to find the one and only one solution for all 7 words that appears in the hive. The answers will not overlap each other. They will only exist by side of each other, but there will be only one perfect solution for all 7 correct answers that matches the prompt in the hive. Again, you're answering each word as a separate message here, and you don't have to worry about the roots directly yourself, but just bear them in mind while you're trying to work and process the hive through, because there is one perfect solution for the entire hive. Good luck. Up to 7 you can find. Try and find me all 7 correct answers. So in this first Super Hive, we're looking for the names of social media platforms. Reveal the hive. And I'm going to give you a fair amount of time to work this one out. There are 7 correct answers. Can you find them all? Oh, no, it's not a 52 letter long answer, Kenda, no. There are 52 cells in this hive, and they are used across 7 different answers. Now, this one was generated by the algorithm. The second one, for some reason, it couldn't generate it. So I had to manually make a puzzle that worked for the second part of the Super Hives. And then when we get to round 4, well, you'll just see. Used about half your time. Plink, 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 plink. 20 seconds. If you've still got quite a few answers to give, you might as well start spamming some social media platforms, and they might be in here somewhere. Last few seconds. And that's time. So the 7 answers we're looking for were X, just on its own, Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, LiveJournal, and also the TikTok. That was the last one in that hive, and there is that perfect solution. God damn it, Elon. Yes, indeed. We didn't have Twitter. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have fit. Anyway, but yes, all the others there were worded answers, just X there as a trick to fill the gap up, essentially. Does anybody still use LiveJournal? I don't know, actually. But it exists. You can still see LiveJournals out there. But those were the 7 we're looking for there for the social media platforms. 100 bits from JB, hello.
You know Ash is an old man when he calls it the TikTok.
The TikTok. Yes, yeah, those TikToks indeed. Thank you, the 100 bits. I mean, it's bloody portrait video. So stupid.
I object. It's X, previously known as Twitter.
Oh, that's the full title, is it? Unfortunately, that's not a single word, Matt, so we can't make that fit. But thank you for the 100 bits. Hey kids, do you like the music? Moving on to something completely different. We are looking for 7 Australian cities. Reveal the hive. And this was the one I had to manually construct, because the puzzle generator, for some reason, couldn't find a valid solution after giving it about a minute's thinking time. It probably would have done eventually. Monte Carlo method will eventually get to a solution. But it's a bit dumb. And if all else fails, just guess some Australian cities, and you might be right. There's only so many. I mean, it's the same thing about social media platforms. There's only so many of them. So guessing some random ones might appear in the hive somewhere. Or maybe instead of just guessing, think about them and see if you can find them in the hive. And if you see them, then it's probably a right answer. We'll say the roots in this particular hive did trick my verification code when I made the manual puzzle. It thought there were some answers that overlapped each other. And that was because there are, for a couple of these answers, there's multiple ways that you can actually construct them, but only one way that makes the entire grid work. Last few seconds, get some answers in. The 7 Australian cities we're looking for were Adelaide, Sydney, Canberra, Melbourne, Townsville, very few getting that, only 5 getting that, Hobart, not so many getting that, and lots getting Perth there. Very well done on that. Oh, you wrote Cindy! You misspelt it, Kenda. Unlucky there. You're looking for Sydney, Sydney. So that there is the end of the Super Hive round. Let's have a look at the scores. It is still Mark in the lead on 62 points. And then we've got Riff just one behind on 61. Ralph in third place when looks at things on 55. But there's one final round where it could all still be won or lost. So now the hives are filled with answers, as they would say on the show. Pay attention, because there may be an answer to a question that has not yet been shown. We will give you the hive first and then ask some questions about it. There will be a total of 6 answers in each hive. And then once we've gone through the 6 answers, we will then refresh the hive, another 6 answers, and then that will be the end of the game. You will need to answer pretty quickly in this round, though, on each question, but it will remain as the same hive for six of the answers, and then a different hive remain the same for those other 6. Good luck. Let's show you your first hive. And we are looking for sport debuting at the 2028 Olympics. Can you find it? One single answer to submit. We're looking for a sport debuting at the 2028 Olympics. And we will remove some letters for each answer. Make it a little easier to find. And 2 points on offer for each answer you can find. Last few seconds. And there goes the time. Correct answer to that was squash. Yes, that is debuting at the 2028 Olympics, is squash. Well done if you gave me that. Okay, refresh the hive back up. And your next question. We're looking for a citrus fruit originating in South China. And again, watch the spelling. Last few seconds. Give a random answer if you don't know. Answer looking for there was a kumquat. A kumquat there. Well done if you found that. Let's go back. And your next question. A standard weapon in the board game Clue/Cluedo. We'll need the full name. Last few seconds to get an answer in. It's not just a stick, it is a candlestick we're looking for there for the standard weapon in Clue/Cluedo. Another question. We're looking for a referendum by another name. What would be another name for a referendum? Last few seconds. Only 2, 3 are proffering an answer here. We're looking for a plebiscite. Plebiscite. Well done, Riff and Mark, finding that answer. Very difficult one to find. Next, we're looking for concrete breaking tool. Concrete breaking tool. Oh, I think some might be unhappy with this ruling we've got coming up. We will be looking for the full name again. And I'm seeing a few going for a shorter name that possibly could be valid as the correct answer. It's not just hammer, I'm afraid. We're looking for a jackhammer specifically. That is the concrete breaking tool. The hammer probably could be used on its own to break concrete, but more commonly it's a jackhammer that we would use to break open concrete. Hard luck there if you gave me just the word hammer, not what we're looking for. And the last one in this hive, we're looking for a thick-skinned mammal such as an elephant or hippopotamus. And watch your spelling. It's not that K, Charles, but I like your enthusiasm. I don't know, Jeff. We're looking for here A pachyderm. Well done if you found that at home. Elephant. I mean, we're giving you that in the question title, Ape. That couldn't have been the answer. Looking for a pachyderm. Let's refresh the hive. Let's give you some brand new letters. Study this set, and if you're ready, we are looking for a word meaning competence with either hand. Watch that spelling. I appreciate this is probably a brutal introduction into the English language, but yes, you do have to watch the spelling. This is highbrow BBC 4 content. Answer looking for there was ambidextrous. Lots getting that right. Very well done. Look at it snaking along there. I love that. I really love that. Next question. We're looking for disappointing end. A disappointing end. Not by handy. I mean that's probably a very 21st century way of describing it, JB. Try as not to laugh at the third row answer. I will have to have a look at that in a moment. Answer for here for a disappointing end was an anticlimax. An anticlimax there. Okay, that's a bit different, Odie. Yes, okay, maybe. That's slightly different. Very well done finding anticlimax. Next. Oh, that's, yes, indeed. Next, we're looking for a bachelor's degree. What's your spelling? I think quite a few are going to get tripped up by spelling here. Not enough for that one, K-Jars, I'm afraid. We were looking for a baccalaureate.
AKA me in 3 years.
Indeed, Sonny. Thank you, 100 bits there. Yeah, baccalaureate. Only 6 finding that one there. Mark, Lingo, Oni, Forget Your Name, Pop, and Riff finding the correct answer. Yes, with an E on the end as well. Yeah, it's... We borrowed it from the French, but I don't know if the French spell it necessarily like this. Either way. Next, we're looking for pragmatic governance. Lovely. Pragmatic governance. Now we're really getting into the weeds here from Dogfish. I mean, that's essentially where, when one would do a baccalaureate test, Kenda, would be at the end of high school here in the UK, as an alternative to, like, GCSEs and early A levels. Correct answer here is realpolitik, and it is spelt like that. Only 6 players finding that. Very well done if you found realpolitik like that. Difficult one to spot. And thank you for the follow there, Jordan. And your next question, looking for a Mexican salamander. A Mexican salamander. Would be amazing if the salamander was drawn with hexagons. Last few seconds. Also features in Minecraft. We were looking for the axolotl. Axolotl there. Again, quite a difficult one to spell if you've never seen it before, but very well done for finding that. And finally, your last question of the game. We're looking for power from plants, for instance. Power from plants, for instance. You've got 5 seconds. Give me a random guess. This is your last chance. That's time, and the final answer was biofuel. Biofuel we were looking for there, not just the word fuel on its own. Biofuel was what we were looking for. And at the end of the game, Mark is our winner. Congratulations, Mark. 86 points for the victor. Riff slipping in that final round, 77 points, but still a phenomenal performance. Then it was Ralph in third, 73. Tipster got to 60, but was beaten on 62 from the looks of things. And I think those are the top 4 from what I can tell. And all of those points will be converted into doots if they haven't already happened. I don't know if they have or not, but I believe they have paid out as doots. But very well done to you all, and I hope you enjoyed Hive Minds. It's a rare game. They've been converted. They actually works in this game. Hashtag bring back Hive Minds, says Topper. Well, only if people want to write for it is my sentiment here. I will consign it to the vaults, never to return again, if people don't want to write for it or don't want to see it. But clearly, people do want to see it and play it. It's just I appreciate it is a very difficult game to write for. But if you are interested, maybe doing it as a duo game or even as a trio game, because this kind of game probably would work as a trio, writing the questions, possibly even more than that, working as a little collaboration team. Obviously, the more that writes the pack, then the fewer that can actually play it overall. But certainly this game you could easily do division of labour on, to make it a much easier task to write for. And Colo's already got a pack in the spares. Well then, I clearly need to check my Trello, because for some reason I didn't notice that. Do you? Oh yes, you do. It's down there. I had to scroll down. That's why I didn't notice it. So there is one in the spares. So if we do find some space in season 13, then brilliant. If not, then there will be a broadcast of it in season 14 at some point. Yeah, if 3 people were writing for it, would they be working as a hive mind? Yes, of course they would be, Colin. But yeah, it is a cute game. That would be what I would describe it as. It is a cute game, and we've kind of softened the edges a bit for Twitch multiplayer. But it is a very BBC 4 game show. It is a very BBC 4 game show. But thank you again, Dogfish, for a wonderful pack and breaking all my stuff. Thank you for Inca for helping proof this pack of Hive Minds this evening. Kawaii desune. Yeah, in this day and age, only it's probably the same thing. Soften the edges, remove the Tory host. Kawaii desune. So we're going to move on into our second game this evening, which is Secret Fortune. Oh, goodness me. Secret Fortune, written by J.B. Henry and Tipster. This is going to be one hell of a game. Find more things to break the code of. Oh, there's plenty more opportunities there, Dogfish, don't worry. So, let's roll the titles on Secret Fortune. He says, "Oh, mute the audio." No. We got to have the music from the start. We can't just unmute it from just randomly. We have to do it properly. Right, music, maestro. There we go. And I need to head on over into Discord right now because it's time for people to talk to me. I've been all on my lonesome here so far this evening, but now it's time for people to actually talk to me. Oh, I don't know about that. If you'd like to play this game, then you've got 2 options. You can either play on Twitch using Whispers to Quizbot 3000, though I will say the most preferable way will be to use Hackbox, which apparently I don't have that command on hand here, but it is hackbox.ca. It's that URL there. This game is Hackbox compatible, and I would say is probably vastly improved by the use of Hackbox itself, because it will keep a track of all the envelopes for you. It makes the picking process far simpler, and of course you're then free to use that on your mobile device rather than having to use a desktop device as well. So I will say, if you want to join, I would vastly say play the Hackbox game, but if you're in a situation where it's difficult to do so, I appreciate it could be, then you can also use Whispers to Quizbot 3000. Even in the pinch, even if you join in with Hackbox and for some reason Hackbox decides it doesn't want to work, you can still whisper you still can whisper to Quizbot 3000 your answers. It will still work that way. Either way, let me go to the lobby, and that is the room code WZMF. WZMF, you'd like to play Secret Fortune this evening, either as a hot seat player or in the audience. As a note, to be a hot seat player, you'll need to be able to talk to me in Discord along with a fellow player as well. If you do not want to do that, then that's absolutely fine. Just mark yourself away, mark yourself excluded, and you will not be picked as one of the hot seat players this evening. We'll be bringing two of you online in Discord to have that main game. Everybody else will be playing in the audience, playing your own individual games of Secret Fortune this evening. And yes, this pack provided tonight by a coalition pack from the Dumpster Lounge, one would say, from JB Henry XIV and Tipster the Penguin flailing in chat. There are some interesting questions here. Make Ash Say Things Japan edition. Oh, goodness me, you didn't just clip what I think you just clipped, Kenda. I pride myself on a bit of Japanese knowledge at the very least. Desune. Watashi wa asuri desu. So yes, I appreciate to Kolo for helping proof this pack. I'm also aware that Inca is privy to, I believe, one question in this pack tonight as well. There was a bit of proofer-to-proofer discussion on one of the questions.
I love your Japanese, Ash.
Arigato gozaimasu. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Excluding isn't working for you, Cersei. Are you trying to just say the word exclude in chat, or are you trying to press the exclude button on Hackbox? Mr. Roboto-san. You try to press the button. In which case then, Cersei Bat, try just saying the word exclude as a whisper to Quizbot 3000. And that should achieve the same effect, in theory. I will check something else on my side, just in case for some reason your name has been added to an exclusion list, but I don't think you would have done. Oh, you are? Well, you're already on the exclude playlist. You might have been on there erroneously from a previous game, though. That might be why that's happening. Because this game does track existing players just to stop them from being able to play multiple games. So that's why your name was there. It was from a previous exclusion. So it has now been revoked. So you should be able to exclude if you wish. So I should probably have just left you on the list because it wouldn't have picked you anyway. But now you should be able to press the button and it will react properly, theoretically speaking. Every time you press the button, it should refresh the state on Hackbox. There you go. It does work. The magic code works. Right. I think it's all time to start this game off. If we've got multiple sound checkers tonight in the green room. Goodness me. If we're all ready, then I think it's time to pick our two main players this evening. Oh, goodness me, who's it going to be? It's Mr. Vertigo and Hex! It's all about the Hex tonight. We had the Hive Minds, we had the Cube, which looks like a hexagon-ish, and now we've got Hex in on the game tonight. Wow, what an interesting pick we've got here. Hex and Mr. Vertigo taking on JB Henry and Tipster's pack of Secret Fortune this evening. Everybody else, you're playing in the audience, so keep those Hackbox windows open because you're going to be playing your own individual game for up to 100,000 Doots. Yes, it is a lot of money on the line if you can go all the way in this game. If you've never played Secret Fortune before, it is a bit like Deal or No Deal, but with a quiz element associated to it. There will be a question with multiple answers, only one of which is the one that is what we're actually looking for, which is the correct answer. If you can keep a hold of the correct answers and bin the wrong answers, then you will keep a hold of the bigger values of money, and that is what you need to do in this game. All of the envelopes will be assigned to the answers in a relativistic manner, such that the thing that is greater is assigned to the thing, or the value that is greater is assigned to the thing that is bigger, much like that. We will explain more as we go on, but it is essentially like Deal or No Deal, except with envelopes and with the quiz element that makes it far more intriguing. What would box 23 of Secret Fortune be? Well, we've got 24 numbers to start with, so any box 23 malarkey would have to be like box 25 in this game. We're just running out of positions at that point. Good evening, Mr. Vertigo and Hex.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are we doing?
Yeah, not
Alright.
too bad, thank you.
Good to hear. Welcome to the game there, Rad. You're not going to be able to join in the hot seat game, but you will be able to play the audience play along, I think. We will see in a moment, but welcome on into the stream. Mr. Vertigo, you've been here before in the hot seat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I played a few months ago with Ash. Not with Ash, with Matt,
me?
sorry.
I'm going to say, hang on. I don't think I played this, no. Actually, this would be a one. I would love to play Secret Fortune at some point in the near future. If someone wants to write a pack like that, I would love to have a chance to play some Secret Fortune with a fellow host or something. So I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, you were playing with Matt. How did that go again?
I think we got up to 20,000 or 22,000 Doots, I can't remember.
So on the right-hand side, somewhere in the middle-ish.
Yeah.
So not a bad performance at all. Do you think you can do better tonight?
Well, here's hoping.
Here's hoping indeed. And playing with you tonight is your first time, I believe, in the hot seat. It's Hex. Good evening, Hex.
Hi, good evening.
How are you feeling going up against Secret Fortune with Mr. Vertigo tonight?
Very terrifying. This is kind of like I want to say, I'm kind of tied to this game for some reason, and I don't know why.
Tied?
Well, I technically, yes, as in like, I'm currently manacled to this game.
Okay.
Because every time I just go into your stream, this is always playing.
It just happens to be. I mean, I don't intend it to be any sort of manacles or like imprisoning devices. It just happens to be the way. But hopefully we can break you free with 100,000 Doots tonight. How does that sound?
That sounds alright.
That sounds alright. We wish you two the best of luck. Secret Fortune crossed with Saw. Goodness me. Well, that's a franchise and a half. Just waiting to happen, clearly. I mean, that's like 007 Road to a Million is basically, trying to do Bond as a game show. So clearly that's a new kind of style of game show that we have unlocked here. Hex, Mr. Vertigo, you ready to play?
Sure.
Ready?
If all of you in the audience are also ready, play fair. Here we go. Let's load up the Toaster Rack of Riches. 24 envelopes, each with a value from 100 Doots all the way up to 100,000 Doots. Your job, as always, is to hold on to the big values, bin the low values, and if you can do that, then you could be walking away a new 100,000 Doot air. I think it's something like that. I need a better catchphrase. What we're going to be doing in round number one is we're going to be picking 4 envelopes at at a time. You'll then see a question with 4 possible answers, and the question will be phrased in the form of which of these things is the biggest or the largest or the greatest. You will need to keep one answer that you believe is the biggest, the greatest, the largest, and bin the other 3 that you believe are smaller or whatever. We will assign the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value in each case is assigned to the greatest or biggest answer. That's all you need to do is follow the prompt of the question. You will keep the greater values in play and you will bin the lower values out of the game. And for you, Twitch audience, you're just picking one answer each time in this particular round, one to keep. Our players in the hot seats, they're going to be picking individually ones to bin. Ultimately, the result is they'll still be the same. They'll have one answer left. You'll have one answer left, but you're just expediting the process, whereas our hot seat players are doing it on a more gradual basis. Bear that in mind, and Hatbox will remind you as to what kind of answer you need to provide. As always, try and follow what the question is asking. If you can do that, then you'll do all right. Okay, let's get this game underway. Mr. Vertigo, you're first alphabetically here in Discord, so I'll let you pick the first 2 envelopes.
Actually, before we begin, I can't see where you're streaming on Discord.
Oh, yes, I might need to do that, mightn't I? So let me do that. There you go. Now you can see all the wonderful stuff. Now you can pick me 2 envelopes.
There you go. Right, let's start with numbers 7 and 16, please.
7 and 16. Hex, what say you?
Yes. Crap. You know what? I don't know numbers all that much. So, and generally I do think they're all the same. So let's do 1 and 2.
Go for 1 and 2. All numbers are the same. What do you answer, Rad? So if you're playing in Twitch chat, you will answer with A, B, C, D, or the envelope numbers themselves that are assigned to the answers. If you're playing on Hackbox, you just click the answer that you believe is the correct answer. That is all you need to do. Good luck. Here comes your first question. Which of these singles was first released most recently, as in closest to now? Was it Boom by Pod, Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker, Boom 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 by Out Here Brothers, or Boom 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 by the Venga Boys? Yes, it's the Boom question. So we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the single that was first released most recently. That's the one you were wanting to keep, and you're going to bin the other 3 booms. So it's a music question from the get-go. How well do you know your booms?
Well, I know the Venga Boys, and I think that's like 90s, right?
Yeah, that's the late 90s, early noughties, yeah. I don't know about the other 3, though.
Neither do I.
Oh.
Is the Out There Brothers the same thing as, what's it called again? The Black Eyed Peas? Wait, no, that's Boom Boom Pow. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Do you know when the other 3 were around?
Yeah. Do you want to just go with the Venga Boys? Because I think they might put like an 80s and 70s there for some reason. I don't know.
Or Venga Boys to bin, you mean?
Yes, the boom, 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 boom. 4 times boom.
Okay, yeah.
You want to bin Venga Boys, yeah?
Wait, oh, I keep. Wait.
I want to keep Venga Boys.
This is the difference between the audience game. Obviously, the audience game, they are picking one to keep and binning the other 3. That's similarly what you're doing here, but each one you're picking now, you will be binning from the game. So you are binning ones that you believe occurred earlier and keeping ones that you believe were most recent. So if you're thinking that Venga Boys is the most recent on here, then you want to bin everything else except the Venga Boys, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's the wonderful, weird symmetry of this game, especially when it comes to time-based questions, because it's like, which is the biggest of all these things? So yeah, that's your reminder there, just so that you don't go off tangent and binning things you didn't want to bin. So, bearing that in mind, what do you want to do?
I don't know when the other 3 were around, but if the Venga Boys were around in the late 90s, early noughties, that was almost 25 years ago. So the other 3 I'm assuming that at least one of them is more recent than that. So I'd say bin the Venga Boys first, but
Why
I
not?
don't know. I don't know, but that's what I'd say.
Yeah,
Both happy?
sure.
Yeah, I am a few out.
Vanga boys, okay. So a bit of to and fro. We are eventually binning Boom 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 by the Vanga boys. So let's see. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Remind me again of that value you finished with, Mr. Vertigo.
It was 20,000 or 22,000. One of the two.
Well, it's not going to be 22,000 tonight.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's quite high on the board there. It's mid on the right, just outside the power 6. So, well, basing that, what do you think now?
well, it's just random at this point, right?
Well, they're shuffled randomly, but of course the envelopes are assigned in a relativistic manner.
I know. It's just that we don't know what the rest are.
No,
You just
but
pick
the fact that it
random
has been
nu-
quite high on the right means it could be a pretty recent answer. It could also be that that was the oldest of all these, and you've got even bigger values. It's
Yes.
just working the odds out on that. That's all.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any idea who to pick next?
I don't know. I picked one to bin just now. Do you want to pick the next one to bin?
I have sure, but it might be weird. You know what? I'm gonna have to actually think of this in my mind and not actually roll a dice for it.
We will need an answer to bin though.
Shite. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry. Can I? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
fine. Don't worry.
All right. Cool. John Lee Hooker does not sound like a very progressive. It sounds very 70s.
It doesn't sound a recent.
Yes. So let's go with Boom Boom John Lee Hooker.
You happy with that, Mr. Vertigo?
Yep, we've been that, yeah.
Okay. Envelope number 7 going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Okay. 18,000 dukes. It is lower, so it is going to be older. It doesn't seem that much older.
Okay.
One more to bin between Boom POD or Pod and Boom 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 Out Here Brothers.
Do you think Vertigo? Do you think Boom is by POD sounds very techno?
It could do, yeah. But out of the two of them, it's the toss of a coin as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea.
Well, I do have a coin with me. Do you want to toss it? Should I toss it? Am I allowed to toss it?
It's your game. You play it how you wish.
Okay.
So heads POD, tails Out Here Brothers.
Got it. Ah, it fell. Hold on. Let's see. You said heads. It's heads. It landed on heads.
It landed on heads, so that's bidding POD then. I think.
I agree.
Binning POD, Boom. Need to hear a confirmation, just to be sure.
Oh yeah, I'm confirming it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we're confirming it.
Just want to make sure.
Every time I'm hearing you, the music's a bit loud.
You can turn Quizbot's audio down if it is too loud for you. You should be able to right-click on their name and bring their individual volume down without affecting my volume. So,
there we are.
Boom POD going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Youch.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
75,000 doots.
Oh, I was right. Oh, crap.
Oh, that's a big one to go so early on. It's 3 on the right that have gone, which is not brilliant. That leaves you with Boom 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 Out Here Brothers, and you're going to keep envelope number 16 through to the next part of the game. Now let's find out. What was the correct answer? It was Boom POD. That was the correct answer. I'm going to hide away information temporarily from you and show information to Twitch chat, though I will say that POD, as described by Wikipedia, initialism for Payable on Death, is an American Christian nu metal band that were formed in 1992 based in San Diego, California. So there's some information for you, but not a lot of information. What does that mean then? What do you think is in envelope number 16?
Probably something I left on the side.
I probably think we picked the least one.
Possibly
not the best of starts.
The least. Not the best of starts, but envelope number 16 could be your secret fortune. Now, obviously, Twitch chat are privy to extra information, so might be able to garner further information about the game than our hot seat players do. But we'll see how it all plays out. Moving on to question number 2. Hex, let's get 2 envelopes from you this time.
Alright then. I'll take 3 and 4.
3 and 4, working along the top row so far. And Miss Vertigo.
Let's go for some of the higher ones. 23 and 19.
23 and 19. Let's load those up. And move on to question number 2.
Oh no.
That's not a sound you want to hear. Which of these NBA numbers is largest? Oh goodness. Is it Wilt Chamberlain's record for most consecutive 50-plus point games? Is it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career three-point throw success percentage? Is it Magic Johnson's career average assists per game? Or is it Klay Thompson's record number of three-pointers scored in a single game? As a reminder, we have assigned the envelopes such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the NBA number that is the largest. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning the other 3. I mean, I know of one of these names.
Yes. I know next to nothing about US sport. I don't know about you.
You are... How can I say this? I am very... and I can't help you in sports. I do have a D4 though.
Okay.
This is always promising. We're having to resort to RNG so early on.
So, looking at this most consecutive Kareem Abdul 3-point throw success percentage, I think 19 might be actually high though. So, considering it's a percent.
You think number 19 is a high one?
Since it is percentage, so it's like 100 and stuff. Let's roll the dice. It fell on the 4. Oh god, I can't see. Know what? Heads. Heads. Let's get rid of 23.
I need to hear confirmation if you want to do that, Mr. Vertigo.
Yeah, well, I've literally got nothing to go on. US sport is absolute no-go for me, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
It landed on the 1.
You want to number 23, both happy?
Well, not happy, but yeah.
Relatively speaking.
What else are we going to do?
We're going to get rid of it. Right, Wilt Chamberlain's record for the most consecutive 50-plus point games. Okay. Let's have a look to see. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Those are words. That's not too bad though. 4,000 dukes.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Middle on the left, not bad at all. We've got 2 more to bin here.
So I still think Cream Abdul-Jabbar is high, since it is a percentage, but it can't be over 100.
No.
Magic Johnson's career assists per game, could that be over 100?
I have no idea. Record number of 3-pointers scored in a single game. How often does that happen? A 3-pointer in a single game?
I'd say since it's like a multiple, then I wouldn't really know. But I would think it's less than 100. So I think 3 should.
You think 3 should go?
3 should go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Actually, let's go for spin number 3.
Number 3, Klay Thompson's record number of 3-pointers scored in a single game. Okay. Envelope number 3 is going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Man. 100,000 deuce.
Oh!
We know
Can we start again?
that Mulligan this entire game so far. Unfortunately, no. That was the largest number up here.
Well, now I'm actually curious on how large the number is. So, you want to just flip a coin?
Say again, sorry?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, go on.
All right. Heads 19, tails 4. All would land on the table this time. Heads. We're getting rid of 19.
Okay.
You happy with that, Miss Vertigo?
Yep.
Again, relatively speaking.
Yes.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's career 3-point throw success percentage. As you say, it has the word percentage in, so it can't be any higher than 100.
No.
Though you have to appreciate the fact of how difficult a 3-point throw is, because it has to be thrown outside a certain range away from the hoop. And I don't think anyone out there will have a perfect performance on 3-point throws. But anyway, your secret fortune tonight will not be 3,000.
Okay.
Much better.
Well,
Back
that's
to the
actually
left-hand
better.
side. Much better to see that one go. That leaves us with envelope number 4, Magic Johnson's career average assists per game. And you're going to carry that through to the next round. Now, let's just quickly go through this, because we know what the correct answer is.
Sadly.
Sadly, it is Klay Thompson's record number of 3-pointers scored in a single game. I'm going to hide information away for all of the numbers, but will tell you that that record is 14 3-pointers scored in a single game. 1-4.
Oh, so it's not over. Oh.
Yeah.
I was doing wrong math right here.
So, yeah, 14 was the number in question for the best answer. So, where does that place envelope number 4?
Yep.
You guys are laughing, and
Okay.
I who am terrified.
Oh, envelope number 4 then could be your secret fortune. Oh man, let's shake it off. Let's shake it off.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll give you some questions that you got a bit more of an idea on. Moving on to question number 3, we're going back to Mr. Vertigo to pick first. 2 envelopes, please.
10 and 11.
10 and 11. Hex, where are we going?
5 and 6.
5 and 6, finishing off the top row. Let's load those up. And your third question tonight is this. Which of these actors was born closest to February the 5th, 1969? Yes, this is a 2569 question. Though be aware that the 25 here written is in American date order, not UK or European date order, which makes far more sense. 2569 is February to 5 the 5th, 1969. So bear that in mind. Which of these actors were born closest to that
He said the
date.
thing.
Your options are Sarah Jessica Parker, Michael Sheen, Halle Berry, and Benedict Cumberbatch. Basil Brush. Beside the envelope, such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the actor born closest to that reference date. That is the one that you are keeping, and you're binning the other three that occurred at some point further away from that date, which could be older, could be younger than that, but it is further away from that date. Just bear that in mind.
Okay. So, for clarification, Ash.
Yes.
Can I call you Ash?
Of course you can.
Okay, cool, Ash. This is closest to the date, including the year, right?
Absolutely, to the actual date itself, to 1969.
Okay, so already I can get rid of half down. Because I know it's not Halle Berry, and I know it's not Benedict Cumberbatch, since they're fairly young.
Yeah, I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch is that old either.
Because it's like, I can't do maths, but they'll be at their 50s today, right?
54, yeah.
Okay, so Halle Berry and Cumberbatch. So which one do you not want? Halle Berry or Benedict Cumberbatch? They're just letters. So
Benedict Cumberbatch, I presume, is in his 40s. I can't see him being 54. But then again, how old are the other three?
Halle Berry, I think she was in Catgirls. No, it's Catwoman.
Catwoman. Yeah.
And how old was she then? She looked young then.
I don't know. Well, I know with Halle Berry, one of her earliest film appearances was in the live-action film of the Flintstones, and I was in the about 94, 95, and I think she's about 20-something then. But
So get rid of Halle Berry, right?
No,
Because
out of Halle Berry and Benedict Cumberbatch, I'd say get rid of Benedict Cumberbatch myself.
all right, Benedict Cumberbatch first. Final answer.
This ain't millionaire, but I appreciate it. Benedict Cumberbatch going in the bin. Mr. Humble Bundle himself. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. It's a good pick. 9,000 Doots. It's over on the left-hand side. It's a good pick.
Okay.
Next up, two more to bin. So we've had a thought about Halle Berry. Any ideas on Sarah Jessica Parker?
I know there's a lot of jokes about that kind. Well, never mind.
You have to elucidate me on some of these jokes that you're referencing.
I'll tell you later.
Okay,
when
fair
you're
enough.
older.
But when I'm older. Sure, okay. It's not that I'm going. You're not going to be turning 36 at the end of this month at all. No.
Anyway, Halle Berry.
Oh, how old is Halle Berry? I'd say she's quite. I'd say that she's early 50s myself. I don't know. Sarah Jessica Parker. I remember her being in a film in the mid 80s. She played a teenager. I think it was in the what the hell is that sci-fi film? Flight of the Navigator. She was a teenager in that, but I think she might have been a few. I think she was a few years older than the character she played. So maybe very late teens, early 20s then. So
which one are we picking to bin next?
I don't know. When was Michael Sheen born? How old is he?
I'm really thinking Halle Berry, since if she's 20 then at a 90s show, that would only let her debut in like 40s.
Well, hang on, this is out.
I'm going to be 36 at the end of this month, and I was born in 87. There's some reference years for you.
Okay. Joe, go on, get rid of Halle Berry.
All right, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, okay. Halle Berry going in the bin. Yeah, I heard a Discord bleep as well. It's not me, Pop, because I'm on streamer mode. They don't make the noises when it's on that mode. Omelet number 5 going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Okay, it's higher. 14,000 Doots.
Okay.
No, that's good.
That's reasonable. So we kind of want to avoid the right-hand side if we can. We've got then Sarah Jessica Parker and Michael Sheen left.
Do any of you know who Michael Sheen is?
Isn't he the one that played Tony Blair in the Queen film? Or is that another Sheen I get mixed up with?
Michael Sheen, that's the winning guy, right? Tiger Blood?
I've never seen that one.
Oh. From Two and a Half Men?
No, not that one.
No, I couldn't hear. That's Charlie Sheen, that is.
That's a different Sheen altogether.
Okay, my deepest condolences. I'm really leaning towards
There
Sarah.
it goes again.
I'm really leaning towards Sarah Jessica Parker.
What to bin?
Oh no, to actually, Michael Sheen to Ben. Sarah Jessica Parker being the closest to this date.
Yeah, right, then let's just do that then. It's been Michael Sheen.
Binning Michael Sheen.
Bin Michael Sheen is what I'm hearing. Okay, envelope number 6 is going in the bin. Answer your Discord. Yeah, someone's being pinged rather aggressively on Discord.
Oh yeah, that I have people. Let me put myself on. What's it again?
You're just popular. That's what it is. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Oh, not another one.
50, is it?
It is.
Oh.
50,000 dudes. Oh, not another one. Well, I mean, we know.
This is an example of how not to play.
I mean, we know what the answer is here.
Yep.
Oh, man. 3 questions in, and your top 3 out of the game so far. I do not want to see this trend continue on because it will mean absolute pain for the rest of this game. Hiding away some more critical information, and I will say that Michael Sheen was born exactly on that date in reference, February the 5th, 1969.
Oh.
What does that mean though for envelope 11?
Not a lot.
Well, either way, it could be your secret fortune. Oh man, I'm really feeling for you on this one. What a tough start.
Well, you gave me. I'm trying to figure out what the proper word is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's sort of just. Yeah, I know. The words are struggling. So far in the audience, this is how you're currently playing. Those are the envelopes you currently have in your possession. We'll obviously add 3 more to that selection, and those will be what you play with in round number 2. We shall move on to question number 4, and we go to Hex to pick first.
8 and 9.
8 and 9 just working down the board, and Mr. Vertigo.
8 and 20. 18 and 20, sorry.
Yes, I can't pick 8 again.
Yeah, I meant to say 18, yeah. 18
and 20. Let's load those ones up, and hopefully we've got something that you've got. Pick 8! No, pick 4. Hopefully a question that you got a bit more of an idea on. Here comes question number 4. Which of these Nintendo franchises debuted first in Japan, as in furthest away from now? Mother, F-Zero, Kirby, or Metroid? So we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the Nintendo franchise, which is the oldest in Japan. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're going to bin the other 3, which are younger. So it's a video game question, presumably here from JB Henry XIV, host of Video Game Jeopardy et al. Any ideas on any of these games?
Well, I'm familiar with all of them apart from Mother.
Mother is currently Mother started like Mother Beginnings, so Mother is technically first because our Mother first was Earthbound, so technically that's more a thing. But I don't know. JB is kind of, iffy on things like these.
Well, I do have here on my notes that Mother was also known as Earthbound outside of Japan.
Yes.
So they are the same, yeah. But beware, we're looking at the dates here of releases in Japan, not necessarily where they were outside of.
Alright, so, which one of these are actually NES games?
Which one of these are?
Mm-hmm.
No, what was the question? I cut off at the end. Which one of these was?
Which one of the four were NES games? Because I know that SNES, that something that debuted in the SNES should not be first, I want to say. I low-key do want to get rid of F-Zero, since I think that was an SNES game.
I'm not sure. Mother FC.
Which one are we picking to bin?
It's been F-Zero then, if you think that.
I'm 50% confident on it.
Okay.
F-Zero? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Currently residing on the Switch as F099. I believe with the Super Nintendo style graphics, I believe is what it is, but I'm not going to say whether or not there was a release before on just the NES, but we'll say, yeah, F099 based on SNES graphics of F-Zero. Secret Fortune tonight will not be 5,000 doots.
Good.
Okay.
Nice on the left-hand side. 2 more to pick.
Alright. I do know JB is a bit tricksy, so... Why do I feel like Metroid is the first?
You think Metroid debuted first?
Yes, knowing JB. Thinking. In, like, a criminal mind. Like, actually analyzing the inside of his brain.
Like a criminal mind.
Yeah, there may not be anything there, but it could be something.
But JB in chat is just saying, "Know me? I don't know shit."
Well, I was actually leaning towards Metroid as the one that debuted first as well.
Okay, so do you want to get rid of Kirby?
Yeah, let's go to Kirby.
Alright then.
Kirby, both happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Kirby going in the bin. Now Kirby, I think, did have a SNES release. I'm trying to think, did it have a Game Boy release as well? Can't remember.
No.
Secret Fortune tonight will not be. Oh.
I don't like that happening.
I don't like that groan.
You don't like
40,000.
it? 40,000, you say? No, it's not the 40,000. It's the 100!
Hey! At last!
Oh, that's actually nice.
Finally! Progress!
Finally!
Best answer to get rid of was Kirby. Very well done. Moves your minimum win up to 500. Now, can you do one better between the two M's of Mother and Metroid?
Do you want to get...
We both think of Metroid, so we'll bin Mother then.
Ashley Monkcaster, you rotten tease.
As someone who is of this kind of persuasion, I unfortunately will have to bring Mother.
Okay.
Mother, yeah.
Yes, please.
Mother going in the bin. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be. 7,000 doots.
Okay, that's not bad.
Nice.
I am proud, I think.
So that leaves us with Metroid. I mean, I think the one that a lot of people will be familiar with is Super Metroid on the SNES, the SNES. But there was an NES release of Metroid, if memory serves. But was it older than Mother? It was!
Hey!
That's what we like to see! Finally, progress going on here with your game on question number 4. Yes, Metroid is the oldest of all of these, back in 1986. Yes, it's even older than I am. Then you're going to Mother, 1989. Then it was F-Zero, which was a launch title for the SNES, 1990. And then Kirby, 1992 was its debut. So, it's
Yes.
a win on a question. Envelope number 8. What does that mean for envelope number 8?
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it? Well, envelope number 8.
Wait, am I supposed to see it?
It's a. You should be able to. Yes, it's on. It's on Discord.
Oh.
Like,
All right,
yep.
cool.
How much? Mother was 9,000, wasn't it?
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, the mother had the envelope 9,000. Was it? I can't remember.
Something like that. Yes. So probably looking at something.
So
greater
Metroid
than
is
that.
more than that then.
Hopefully on the right hand side, it could be a power
Yeah.
6, and it could be your secret fortune. Okay, this is essentially your final pick, because what you don't pick for this question will be left over for the final question in the round. Mr. Vertigo, 2 envelopes, please.
15 and 22.
15 and 22. Hex.
12 and 13.
Doing the logical, keep going down the board. 12 and 13. Question number 5 is this, coming courtesy of Tipster. Tipster wants to take a winter vacation in the US on his iceberg, but wants to have at least some room to swim. Which of these lakes has the largest volume? Crater Lake, Lake Champlain, Lake Tahoe, or Lake Shasta? So assign the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the lake that has the largest, greatest volume. That is the one you're keeping, and you're going to bin the other 3, believe, have a smaller volume. So yes, it's a question of 3 dimensions here. What are we thinking about these lakes?
Any ideas?
I was about to say, are you very good at geography and math?
Not US geography. I'm better UK geography.
Oh, me too. It's like I'm still debating on whether I want to say that word or not. But I do have a D4.
Okay, going back to the RNG all so suddenly.
Yep. We can roll it if you want to.
Well, out of the four of those answers, the one mostly sort of familiar with is Lake Tahoe, but whether that means that's because it's the right answer, I don't know.
Would you like to keep Lake Tahoe?
For the moment, at least, yeah.
Okay. So I will roll, and I will not use 3. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Crater Lake. You
Yeah,
rolled
okay.
on 1. So.
You want to bin Crater
So
Lake?
Crater Lake. Yeah.
Okay. Crater Lake going in the bin. Excuse me. They started from like question number 2 only. Envelope number 13 is going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Yeah, it's a good pick. 2,000 dupes.
Good.
Very
That's
good
nice.
pick. 2 more to bin, and they all start with word lake.
Alright. So, are you still thinking about Tahoe?
I am. Yeah. I don't know why, but this
Okay.
is the one I'm more familiar with.
Alright, so I have a penny. Would you like to flip a coin?
Yeah. Let's do that.
It landed on something unrecognizable. I think it's tails.
It landed on the edge.
So it's Lake Shasta. Where
Okay.
we might want to been.
Yeah. Okay.
Lake Shasta, okay. I mean, this is only one way to play Secret Fortune. Something recognisable. Envelope number 12 is going in the bin, and your Secret Fortune tonight will not be. I mean, apparently it's working right now. 500 dupes! I mean, if you go this way, you might get rid of the 1,000 as well. You never know. One more to
Never
bin
know.
between Lake Champlain and Lake Tahoe.
Okay. Your name's Vertigo, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know what Lake Champlain is, but do you think that that holds more volume or less volume than Lake Tahoe?
Well, I don't know. Well, with me, as I say, my first instinct was Lake Tahoe, and people say go for your first instinct. So, on that basis, we've been Lake Champlain.
With just vibes alone, Lake Champlain out?
Yeah, to bin Lake Champlain, yeah.
Okay, Lake Champlain out.
On my head be it.
Lake Champlain, yes?
Yep.
Or as I'm being corrected in chat, apparently it's Champlain or Champlain. What is this? Champagne all of a sudden. Lake Champagne. Alright. Champlain. Something along those lines. Either way, it's envelope number 22. We don't care anymore. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... I mean, it would be lovely if it was Lake Champagne. 8,000 dutes.
Okay.
It's not 1,000, but it's still on the left-hand side. It's pretty good. That leaves us with envelope number 15, Lake Tahoe, which Mr. Vertigo sort of had as their gut response very early on, and you have kept it all this way. Were you right in keeping it? You absolutely were right to keep it. Well, I'm quite surprised that you bid Crater Lake so early on, because I think that by area, Crater Lake is quite a big one, but by volume, not quite so. It's third on this list at 17.4 cubic kilometers. Biggest is Lake Tahoe, quite considerably, 150.7 cubic kilometers of volume in the lake there. Then there would have been Lake Champlain, 25.8 cubic kilometers, and the one to get rid of really early on, Lake Shasta, 5.6 cubic kilometers of volume there for that lake. But yeah, Lake Tahoe was a good answer to go for. Your guts was good, and well, what does that mean for envelope 15?
Well, hopefully something on the right hand side.
Well, hopefully so. Either way,
I mostly attribute.
Either way, it could be your secret fortune. Solana P says 8. No. You don't. No. It's not nature's toilet. Right, that leaves us with 14, 17, 21, and 24. Let's load those 4 envelopes up. And we move on to question number 6, which will come with an extra caveat after I read the question. So pay attention, everyone.
What?
Which of these fictional characters has the most novels not authored by the series creator as part of their official series? And here's your additional information. We are specifically looking at full-length novels that have been written by other authors and have been officially added to the named series. This, though, does not include anthologies, short stories, novellas, screenplays, or any unsanctioned fan fiction, even if there are really, really good ones out there. We're only counting ones that have been officially added to the named series that have been written not by the original author. That's what we're looking at, I believe. 4 options are Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, Robert Ludlum's Jason Bourne, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, and Ian Fleming's James Bond. So that reminder again, the envelopes have been assigned such that the envelope with the greatest value has been assigned to the fictional character that has the most novels not authored by the original series creator, but is part of the official series of works for that character. That's the one you try to keep, and you're binning the other 3. I should do tenably, says Brownie Halo. Potato. Anyway, any ideas on these?
Vertical, are you like good on lit?
Well, I thought I was, but oh gosh, this is a toughie.
I still have a D4 in hand. If anything, I do want to keep 21, James Bond, because there's like there might be a lot of books about it, but I don't think by Ian Fleming. Do you want me to roll the dice?
I'm just trying to think for a sec. With James Bond, it's I'm not a particular fan of James Bond because I don't know if every single of one of his films was a book beforehand or what.
So yeah, just remember that extra caveat I said. So screenplays, if they only existed as a screenplay, doesn't count. But of course, if there was a novel beforehand, that would count.
Yeah. Hercule Poirot did. And I just assumed that Agatha Christie wrote all of Poirot's books, but
I assume so too.
Where are we going then? Which one are we winning first?
I have a D4. Let me roll it. It says 2.
So what's that? Bidding number 14, was it?
The Born?
Is that what the thing landed on?
Yes, it landed on 2, so 14, so Born.
Yeah, may as well, yeah. It's been number 14.
Jason Bourne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Alexa, play Extreme Ways. That's right, isn't it? Anyway, your secret fortune tonight will not be... yeah, maybe we should play some Extreme Ways on this. 25,000 doots.
Ooh.
That's one of the power 6.
Mm-hmm.
Bit sketchy that selection. 2 more to bin.
MD, I'm just gonna let it all to you.
Thanks. Would any of the others be more than that? God, I don't know. I think my instinct is saying it is just an instinct based on Agatha Christie being so prevalent. I'd say that not many. She'd have probably written most of the Poirot books. So, bin number 17.
Bin number 17. Okay.
Okay.
Both happy with that. Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot going in.
It's irrevocable. Yes.
Okay. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. Now that is what we like to see. 1,000 doots.
Excellent.
Oh, we get money.
Magic. Moving up to 6,000 is your minimum win now. What we love to see. Now one more to bin between Jack Ryan and James Bond.
Should we flip a coin?
What you said you thought it might be James Bond earlier. Why did you think that again?
Why did I think that? Because I do believe that while there are a lot of books, there are a lot of movies based on the books that James Bond has, I don't think Ian Fleming wrote all the books on James Bond.
Right. Okay. As far as Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, I've no idea how many books there are in that. Anyway, no matter who wrote them.
Oh wait, does Tom Clancy also did like Rainbow Six Siege or something?
I have no idea.
Because that could also mean something, since a lot of people could write about... No, I don't really know who Tom Clancy is, or Jack Ryan, in that case.
I mean, different series by the same author, by the way.
That is true, but
which
honestly...
won't count because they are different fictional characters, essentially.
That is true.
Need to pick one out of these 2 to bin.
Okay. Do you want to spin Jack Ryan?
Yeah, well, you have an inkling for James. I had an inkling last time, and it was right to see if your inkling is right this time. It's been 24 Jack Ryan.
Yes, let's go with what he said.
Okay. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Well, that's just more excellent news. 6,000 doots is going away.
Hey.
Oh, that's
Your
actually quite
minimum
good.
win is now 10,000 doots. That is actually really good at the end of round number 1. Normally, we don't see such a low value, essentially. But yeah, minimum win 10,000 no matter what.
That's good.
That is not bad at all. Let's keep that envelope number 21 through to round number 2. Now let's see. Were you right? I mean, you had a perfect back half of this game, of this round. James Bond was the correct answer with 28 or more not authored by Ian Fleming, and that's not even counting Charlie Higson's Young Bond series that could also potentially be part of the canon, essentially just a different part of the timeline. Then it would have been Jason Bourne 15 outside of Robert Ludlum. The remainder of the Bourne series written by Eric Van Lustbader and Brian Freeman, with the most recent being The Bourne Defiance. Then Jack Ryan with 11. That there was Command Authority was Tom Clancy's final book, which co-authored with Mark Greaney, who then went on to continue the series. And finally, Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot. Very few other authors there. The most recent installment in the series having been released just last month, titled Hercule Poirot's Silent Night. But yes, only 5 in the series not authored, not penned by Agatha Christie. So, very well done on those 3 back-end questions in the round. What does that mean from number 21?
Well, one of the envelopes we just had was 25,000, so that's either 30 or 40. So we need to keep that to the end as close as possible.
Envelope number 21 could be your secret fortune. I mean, for such a disastrous start of the game, honestly, you have clawed it right back. You got the 30,000 and the 40,000 still in play, and your minimum win is only 10,000. So, I mean, the worst loss that you can experience now is 30 grand from top down to bottom, which is, in the grand scheme, not massive. But obviously, we are wishing you to try and keep a hold of as much as you can. It's guaranteed a 5-digit win from this point onwards, which is always good. These are all the envelopes for everybody playing along in the audience. You're going to be playing along with those envelopes as we go on into round number 2. So let's go over there right now. And for you two, Mr. Vertigo and Hex, these are your potentially winning 6 envelopes: 16, 4, 11, 8, 15 and 21. Those there are your final 6 envelopes going through to round number 2. One of them contains 40,000 doots, and there's the one we need to try and keep a hold of. As someone's phone is going off in the background kind of crazily.
I am so sorry. I am very popular.
Don't worry about it.
Very keen to contact you.
So, round number 2, we're going to start asking you questions about the smallest or the fewest or the lowest of things. You're only picking one answer in each case to bin. But again, you're trying to follow what the question is asking for. You're trying to pick the thing that is the smallest or the lowest. If you do so, you will bin your lowest value that you currently still have in your selection. Conversely, you pick the greatest thing, you bin the highest value you still have in play. So long as you don't bin the worst or bin the greatest value, then you're still in this game doing well and keeping a hold of the 40,000. So, if you're all ready, here comes your first question in round 2. And it is a Top Gear question. Which of these cars posted the shortest, aka fastest lap time on the Top Gear Power Lap board? The Aston Martin DB5, the Mini Cooper, the Ford Shelby GT500, the Dacia Sandero, the Audi RS4, or the Porsche Panno Chocolat. As a reminder, we have assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the car that posted the shortest lap time on the Top Gear Power Lap board. You're picking one envelope to bin. Hopefully that is the one that has the shortest lap time, and then you're going to keep the other 5 that you believe had a longer lap time, as in worst lap time. So, all the way back in the forever times of Top Gear. Can you remember, or do you have an
Good
idea
news.
about their relative
The Dacia
performance?
Sandero appeared in Secret Fortune.
I like my TV, but I don't watch Top Gear, so...
This is another sports question. No.
Porsche Panel Shocker, that's obviously a nickname for a particular car. Do you know what?
What? You just ended a question. It said what? It's like
Oh. Did you hear me, or...?
I'm not gonna lie. I do not understand what you're saying.
Oh, I said the Porsche Panel Shocker. That must be a nickname for a car. You don't happen to know what that car is. Or...
Definitely a brown car, probably. Do you just want to randomize? I have. Let's see.
I mean, do you have any idea about how fast any of these cars are?
I wouldn't. Well, look at the choices. I wouldn't say it's the Mini Cooper.
Oh yeah, the Mini.
Sure, the other one there's others that are faster than that.
Between the Mini Cooper and Aston Martin, I think a Mini Cooper is definitely lesser than the Aston Martin.
Basically, we're asking which of these do you believe is the fastest car. It's more specifically around a specific lap, but in general, it's what's the fastest car.
Yeah. I know very little about cars, so...
I do not have a D6.
Oh dear.
You will need to pick one to bin, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Aston Martin. Don't know why.
What? No, I was thinking Mini Cooper.
Oh. That's what I don't think it is, so...
Oh. Well, now we're at an impasse. Know what? Good. Know what? Sod it. I have a dice. You get heads. It's tails. Mini Cooper. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Both happy, Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
Let's
Are you
say
laughing
that.
at us?
I am terrified right now.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
This is such a. It's certainly a way of playing the game. Is all I'm gonna say. It's certainly a way.
Ash, before you flip the coin, is the
I
Mini
don't have a
Cooper the
coin
small...
to flip.
Oh no. Oh. I think I messed up.
Why do you say that?
Is the Mini Cooper the small round car that... Because I thought the Mini Cooper was a small, round car. I'm actually thinking of the Volkswagen Beetle.
Mini Coopers, they were the ones that did the Italian job, etc.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh no. Anyway, there's a hole here. I'm just gonna go in it.
Right, so let's try and compose myself again. Let's see what envelope number is assigned to the Mini Cooper. What was the number we were trying to avoid, Mr. Vertigo?
21. Yeah.
I have bad news for
crap.
you. Envelope number 21 is going in the bin. Let's just hope it's not the 40k. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... $30,000 doots.
Oh,
You have
that's-
just avoided bidding the worst one. So yes, the Mini Cooper posted a time of 1 minute 48.3 seconds. The absolute worst on the board was the Porsche Panneau Chocolat, which was a replica Porsche that ran on pedal power, and a pastry-fueled Richard Hammond drove it around the track. clocking in a time of 18 minutes 37.0 seconds. So by far was the worst one to pick. The best one to pick, though, would have been the Audi RS4 that posted a time of 1 minute 25.7 seconds. And quite surprisingly, the Dacia Sandero was in third place on this board here, 1 minute 39.7 seconds. So you have been the 30,000. That's where everybody else went. A lot of players going with the Aston Martin DB5, middle of the road with that answer, and then everybody else going with the Audi RS4 was much better pick to go for. Let's put that away. So 5 envelopes still in play. You still have the 40,000 still in play. That's what matters at this point. So let's just see if we can get rid of that 10k from this game. Question number 2 of the round is this. The way this question is worded. Which of these internet browsers was publicly released least recently? By that I mean, which of these internet browsers was publicly released the furthest away from now? Which is the oldest? That's the question you're answering. Which of these is the oldest internet browser? Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Netscape Navigator, Opera, and Mozilla Firefox. As a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the internet browser that was publicly released least recently. It makes sense when you say it like that, but when you try and read it out of context, it goes, what the hell does least recently mean? It means the oldest in this case. That's the one you're picking to bin, and you keep the other 4 that you believe are younger. So,
bin the older.
Keep the older. Keep the younger. Bin the older. Yes.
Keep the younger. Bin the older. Okay. So
I think it's Internet Explorer or Netscape Navigator out of the 2 of those.
Yeah, because I know it's not Chrome, because that's like the youngest. That's like baby. I really do think Navigator is before Explorer, though. So I think Navigator.
This other thing, Escape Navigate. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm agreeing with you. So, yeah, something's telling me that it is Netscape Navigator, so we'll go with that one.
Netscape Navigator. Final. No, wait.
Let's go for it. Let's do that. Netscape Navigator. Quite early with a decision here. No RNG required. A definitive response, says Pop Ramen. I know. Well,
watch it be the 40 now.
Watch this be the 40, he says. Let's see where what envelope number is assigned to Netscape Navigator. Number 8. Well, at this point, we don't really know much about the remaining envelopes, do we? 21, we had a certainty of being a power 6 value, but everything else was a bit up in the air.
I think 8 was one of the ones where you had the right answer, but obviously that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the 40.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I wasn't paying attention regarding numbers.
I mean, you don't have to in this game. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to pay attention to the numbers.
Yeah.
Though chat is going fudge, and 8 is a very bad call, says Ferbster. Well,
why? Why? Oh no.
Well, let's see. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... See, this is where Twitch chat might think they know more than they actually do. It's 10,000 dudes!
Hey!
It's the best
goodness.
choice. Best choice to get rid of in that question. Very well done. Revealing the answers. Netscape Navigator all the way back in 1994. Then it was Internet Explorer 1995. Then it was Opera 1996. Then Mozilla Firefox in 2004. And yes, the babby of them all was Google Chrome in 2008. Very strong majority. In fact, we go off the screen there. Went with Netscape Navigator. 2 players went with Internet Explorer, 1 for Google Chrome. Not a single soul for Opera and Mozilla Firefox. Let's put that away. So, very well done there. Great decision making, definitive response, and means you now have a minimum win of 12,000 doots. It's a right-hand finish.
Excellent.
What?
Wasn't expecting that to happen at the start of the game.
The way the game started out, I was like, oh god, we'd be lucky to have anything on the right-hand side still. But no, this is a guaranteed right-hand finish. Though that pesky 20k is still there, Mr. Vertigo, isn't it? We'll see if we can get you up to 40,000 at the end of the game. Moving on to question number 3. Take a look at this. Which of these condiments has the lowest pH value? Is it A1 steak sauce, Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce, Grey Poupon Dijon mustard, or Pace medium salsa? As a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the condiment with the lowest pH. That's the one you're picking to bin. You're keeping the other 3 that have a higher pH.
Okay.
Any ideas?
So the lowest pH is the most acidic. Which is the most acidic of those?
Well, if I were to drink Aeon steak sauce, I would die. So, so we're bidding the lowest acidic, the most acidic.
Most
yes,
acidic.
the lowest pH should be the most acidic. Yeah.
Okay, so every time I drink A1 steak sauce, it does feel like death.
I will recommend don't drink these condiments straight. Just putting that out there. Don't drink it straight.
It does feel very acidy, so that's what I'm thinking right now. I never had Worcestershire sauce. Have you ever had Worcestershire sauce?
Once or twice, yeah, but I'm not that keen on it.
Does it taste like death?
What a loaded question that is!
Time ago.
Does it taste like death?
Somebody's telling me that it's not medium salsa just because of the name medium.
Yeah, I should probably caveat ABB. Please don't drink Death. Death is a gentle soul. He does not need to be drunk. Thank you.
That's the main message. Don't drink death.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you can have liquid death, sure, fine, but not death straight up.
Okay. My guess is A1 steak sauce.
Death. This isn't
yeah,
the
okay, we'll go with that
one-chip
then.
challenge.
Since paste medium is technically water.
So, what we go for? Sorry.
A1 steak sauce.
Both happy? Steak sauce.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll go with the first A in Quarren Stream, please, Lee. Steak sauce. Sure. That's a reference that some might get. Let's see what envelope number is assigned to A1. Yeah, please don't drink death. Number 11. All the ones.
Okay.
Remake Hot Ones where they drink A1 steak sauce and hope your favourite celebrity stays alive. But at that point, it's not Hot Ones, though, is it? Steak sauce isn't necessarily hot. It's more okay. Though I suppose if it's incredibly acidic, it might burn you, like actually burn you. Again, don't go drinking condiments straight up. God, I never thought I'd have to say that kind of stuff on stream before. Anyway, your secret fortune tonight will not be Hot Ones where the pH is 1. Oh God. Oh yeah, let's just get some. Yeah, no, let's not do that. No, you're doing very well here. 12,000 doots.
Hey, well done.
Oh, we actually got it right.
Absolutely on the money again. Yes, A1 steak sauce has a pH of 3.2.
Oh, pretty close.
Then it's the Worcestershire sauce with a pH of 3.4. Then it was Dijon mustard 3.6. And the medium salsa is, I mean, it's still fairly acidic. It's 4.1 pH. I mean, neutral is 7. Yeah, very well done. E1 steak sauce was the best answer to go for. And quite the split opinion from our audience members. Only 5 players went the same way as you did and binned their lowest value. Let's put that away. Reveal information for our audience game so far. You are on a blinder in this latter half of the round. Yes, you did bin the 30,000, and we didn't really want to see that one go. But you have removed the 10 and the 12 from the game. Just need to do that 2 more times, and you've got yourself 40,000 as your winning result. How are you feeling at the moment?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm a bit upset because in the 1,000 question, you gave us sports, but currently I think I'm doing well.
Yeah, much better than we were.
Now, I can't really do much about the order. It's just the order that they have been written by the pack. So if you want to blame anyone, it's JB and Tipster. But it's just the way the pack has been written. We've got 2 more questions. Hopefully, you can keep a hold of the 40k. Let's move on to your penultimate question. 3 options to pick from, and the question is. Yeah, here we go. Which of these Lego building sets has the fewest pieces?
Good question.
Rivendell, Millennium Falcon, or Hogwarts Castle? As a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the Lego building set that has the fewest pieces. That's the one you're picking to bin. You're keeping the other 2 that have more pieces. Now, any of you big Lego fans?
What's a Rivendell?
I was hoping you'd know because I have never heard of it.
Let's see, Rivendell. If anything, that might be. I can hear the chat screaming Game of Thrones.
You think Rivendell might be Game of Thrones?
I don't believe it's Game of Thrones. I will say that. No. I'll say as much as that.
I don't think it is. It sounds similar to Ravendale, but whether it's to do with that. The fewest pieces. What would be? Well, my theory on it is which is the smallest in size, which would be smaller, the Millennium Falcon or Hogwarts Castle? Do you think which one of those do you think would be smaller?
I think Rivendell might just be a hamlet, or something that's just like a house or something. So I want to say Rivendell.
You want to say Rivendell?
Are you confident in that?
Well, I'm not confident, but
good. Neither am I.
There's 40,000 dudes at risk here.
Indeed.
Yeah.
What is Rivendell? Why haven't I heard of that?
I'm sure the host would tell us if we probably have picked an answer or something like that.
What are we picking to bin?
Let's just go with Rivendell. Should we?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Rivendell it is. Right, I'm going to tell you now. So, the headline from Wikipedia for Rivendell. It is a valley in J.R.R. Tolkien's fictional world of Middle-earth, representing both a homely place of sanctuary and a magical elvish otherworld. It is an important location in The Hobbit and also The Lord of the Rings, being the place where the quest to destroy the One Ring beginneth. That is your Rivendell.
It's on my watch list as well, Lord of the Rings. I've never got around to watching it.
So it's just a house, right?
I'll err on that one, I'm afraid. Let's see what envelope number is assigned to Rivendell. Number 16.
Okay.
Any strong feelings?
No.
I've lost track of what was what now.
Okay, well, let's put you out of your misery. Your secret fortune tonight will not be Well, Mr. Vertigo, it's going to be
Yeah.
a different results to last time. 20,000 doots.
Okay.
Oh, we picked the middle.
The middle
You
one.
picked the middle one of the three, yes. Rivendell has a total count of 6,167 pieces. The best one to pick was actually Hogwarts Castle with 6,020 pieces. And the worst one to pick, that 21% of our audience did go for, was the Millennium Falcon. It's just so intricately detailed, the Millennium Falcon. 7,541 pieces in all for that particular building set. So yes, you went down the middle, and half of our audience also went down the middle. Let's put that
Oh,
away.
that's lovely.
And it keeps you in the game with the 40,000 versus 16,000 doots. So, Miss Vertigo, it is going to be a different value, but do you think you can keep a hold of that 40,000 to the end?
Well, it'd be great if we did, considering the start we had. Take the first highest three in the first 3 rounds.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hex, how about you? Do you think you can get the 40k?
If I put my mind to it, sure. If we put our mind to it, yes.
Well then, here comes your final question. Which of these capital cities receives the least average annual rainfall? Lima in Peru or Cairo in Egypt? As a reminder, we've assigned the envelopes such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the capital city that receives the least average annual rainfall. You are still picking one to bin, the one that you believe has the least average rainfall. You will then keep the other, which you believe has a greater average annual rainfall.
Huh.
What are we thinking?
I'm thinking something along the lines of the equator. You see, I think I know that things tend to rain more in, I want to say, if it's not on the equator. Like, North Hemisphere and South Hemisphere, you get, like, average rain, but not, like, the equator. That's why the rainforest exists, because it rains there. And that's why parts of Mexico are barren, because it doesn't receive a lot of rain there. Okay. I'm trying to think which of these is most closer to the equator.
I know Peru is obviously in South America, but I always get mixed up as to which countries were in South America. How far Peru is.
That is a good question, Mega Man. The part of me thinks that Cairo is because it has the lake, it has the Nile River, and therefore could receive rainfall because it absorbs like oxygen and stuff. Evaporation. I'm not Mrs. Frizzle. But something tells me Lima, Peru might be more greener, and therefore would have more rainfall.
Well, I was thinking of I don't know how near. How many rainforests there are in South America, but whether there would be any in Peru, because obviously there'd be more rain there. So,
where are we going?
Do you want to flip a coin?
I'm leaning towards Cairo being the right answer. What are you? Or the opposite?
I'm kind of thinking the opposite, mostly because I think Cairo is more likely to. Because Cairo's more likely to get their water from, I think, the Nile River than from, I think, rainfall. This is actually kind of a hard question. Well, makes sense.
Which one are we picking to bin? Need a decision.
Should we do what we've done practically throughout the whole game and flip a coin?
Yep.
Flip
I have the coin here
to decide the entire game.
Alright, it is a head.
And that means?
Vertigo, and that means.
Well, I think you're going to say something else then. Sorry. Well, the one it lands on was the one we bin, wasn't it?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And that means?
Well, if it landed on heads, then it'd been in Peru.
Binning Peru, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a novel concept. As Prue says, it's traditional to choose the consequences before flipping a coin. Like, heads is this, tails is that. That's what I was getting at. You didn't say that. You just said, oh, it's a heads. What does that mean? It didn't assign it to anything.
Nobody's clock watching, are they?
We're at 10:30 now. Actually, that's not too bad for this stream. One side has a ziggurat and one side has a pyramid. You are struggling to follow Sheldon. Right, we have 2 envelopes left in the game. Let's see where both of them currently reside. At least this, I don't have to flip a coin because they're already situated. I just flip the envelopes. And there they are. So, envelope number 15 is assigned to Lima, Peru. Envelope number 4 is assigned to Cairo, Egypt. You have binned envelope number 15. So at this point, we don't care about it. All we care about is envelope number 4. Because that holds your secret fortune this evening. Your secret fortune tonight is... I mean, it doesn't matter how you get there. 40,000 dudes!
Hey! How the hell did you do that?
I
don't know. Flip a coin.
So, just to reel off the numbers here, Cairo, Egypt receives nearly 25 millimeters per year of annual rainfall. Nearly 25. See where I'm going with this. Lima, Peru gets, on average, 6.4. Unfortunately, doesn't do a 2569. 6.4 millimeters per year of average annual rainfall. So yeah, quite stark difference. Cairo, Egypt, despite it being, very deserty, you are rightly identifying the river, the Nile. So clearly, there's got to be something that feeds that somewhere. Surely, there's got to be some water. But yeah, Lima, Peru, far less annual rainfall at just 6.4 millimeters a year, and through sheer luck, more than anything, you have gotten 40,000 dudes.
Was an absolute honour to write this with my good buddy Tip.
We've got JB Henry saying 100 bits. Congrats, team. Was an absolute honour to write this with his good buddy Tip. It was a lovely pack, JB and Tip. And, I mean... This particular duo here, Mr. Vertigo and Hex, completely different game than I've ever experienced before here for Secret Fortune, but I wouldn't change it for absolutely anything in the world. Mr. Vertigo and Hex, 40,000 doots apiece. How do you feel?
Numb.
And yes, it is my fault that I paired you two up. It is entirely my fault for that, because I did the scheduling. Let's see if anybody survived the game with the full 100,000. No, not 100,000. The top prize, though, was 75,000, going to Topper, Puzzle Dan, Milk, and Shiru. Wow, well done, you four. 75,000 dukes go your way. Prue's getting 50, Matt the 40,000, Itogi, Dogfish, and Oni, and Sanchi the 30,000, ABB the 25,000, Ape and K-Jobs and Colin the 22, Brian the 20,000, Suddycat 16 with Ralph and Chrono and Silent Marines, Lingo with the 14,000, Riff with the 12, Demandaman 10,000 with Pop Ramen and Yellowtail, Ferbster with 9, Silver Electron with 8, Rad with 7, Cetra with 4 with Cersei Zubat, Timor with 3 with Flyboy, Saphira with 2 Bassoonist, and Kendra and Monster just around for the ride with the free 100 Doots there. Mr. Vertigo and Hex, what a wonderful game of Secret Fortune that was, and I hope you two had a load of fun.
Thank you. I really hope you had fun too.
Sorry if we tried anybody's patience, by the way.
I don't think that was the case at all. They're just I think more sheer astonishment at what was going on with the game. But I mean, however it happened, it worked out pretty well in your favour with 40,000 Dukes the Richer. So you can't complain at that at all. Before I say goodbye to you two, we have a tier 3 resub for 42 months. From Sheldon, aka Party and me, bringing in the big band, bringing in the Wipeout theme music. Oh my goodness me! Oh boy! I'm saying Sheldon, says David. What do you mean? It's a tier 3 sub. Deserves a big fanfare. Sheldon, what say ye?
Flipped a coin to see whether I should keep subbing on 3rd tier. Landed on Tails. Didn't decide what that meant beforehand. Guess I'll stay sub.
Guess you'll happily stay sub. I'm so glad that happened for you then.
Well done all on a crazy game.
Thank you for the 42-month resub.
50k dudes.
And thank you, Prudes, for the 100 bits. And you'll enjoy your 50k dudes. I hope you do, because that was an absolutely crazy game. Miss Vertigo, Hex, thank you very much for playing. Have a good rest of your weeks. And we'll see you later for other quizzing stuff. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that, I think, goes in the record books as certainly one of the games of Secret Fortune that has existed for completely different reasons that we've ever seen before. And as I say, would not have changed it for anything in the
I couldn't
world.
make head nor tail of that game. Still, I'm happy with 40k dudes.
I couldn't make head or tail of anything that happened, Matt, really, apart from certainly, I mean, one decision was certainly definitive, but the rest was certainly right. Is what I'll say. Thank you very much for the 300 bits there, Matt. Hi, my Yahtzee Toys. So the thing is, Ape, the way that I constructed the data format for Hive Minds is it could definitely work with numbers. Hive Minds can actually work with numbers. So, it's entirely a possibility it could develop a weird Yahtzee format with Hive Minds. Just don't tempt me with any more work like that. Just don't. Thank you very much for all the support, and I hope you all enjoyed Secret Fortune this evening. Thanks again to JB and Tipster for writing the pack. Thank you to Colo for proofing the pack, along with Inca having an extra second look over one of the questions that Colo had been struggling over in the proofing. So a perfect solution is every outcome. Yes. Equation grid in the Hive. I mean, the way that my logic code works, theory with making solutions to things with Hive Minds, it works basically the same as Equation Grid would, except, of course, Equation Grid normally is just single lines only. But why not just go squiggly, sneaky things? So, yeah, we could easily do Equation Grid, but Hive Minds instead, and go absolutely off the wall. But that's too much work for me. I'm not doing it. Got other things to do. Not doing it. So that brings us to a close on tonight's stream. I hope you did enjoy it. What have we got for you on Friday? Let's have a look, shall we? As Mr. Quizzy Dan reads in. They've got a stiff middle button, apparently. Well, don't worry, we were attempting to drink death earlier. So welcome on in, Quizzy Dan Raiders. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your middle button is less stiff now. But you are just in time for wheel shenanigans, so you've turned up at just the right time for extra craziness to occur. Thank you, Edge. You can go away. Heads! No. We're done with coins. We are done with coins. Now, we are done with coins. What's it mean? Does this mean I have to make an emote now with regards to a coin? Or make the bot do a coin roll? Because I mean, I could probably do that. Anyway, but what does it mean? That's what it means anyway. Let's do a wheel spin, shall we? Toss a coin. Well, I mean, thank you.
Toss a coin to your quizzer.
Thank you for tossing a coin at the quizzer or quiz host or whatever. Thank you for the 100 bits only. Appreciate it. Marble race and only the head and tail of the field window. So that's first and last. That's the usual first and last rules. Coin roll. Rolling in it when. Oh, physics engine malarkey. I mean, no, I'm not doing extra work. I just do the wheel spin. Let's just do the wheel spin. Oh man. I was going to say what was going to be on the schedule, didn't I? Oh, well, leading to. Anyway, spin! And I'll tell you what's happening later. All right. Wheel spin tonight. Where are we going? What are we landing on tonight? We are landing on... Of course we had to land on that tonight! And actually it should be bigger than that because we did land on 10k plus 10k jackpot last time, I believe. Was it that one or was it 30 plus 15k? What did we land on last time? I know it was plus on the jackpot. And I haven't added it on. There's either 235 or 240 on the jackpot right now. What did it was 10k, 10 play. Okay, so 235 in the jackpot. 235k in the jackpot. And it's time to do another spin to figure out what we're actually doing with this 235k. Let's go! I mean, there is pop. The thing is, I keep forgetting to update the wheel. And also keep forgetting to pay out extra dukes. I still have to pay out drop dukes from 2 games ago. 260? 260 in the jackpot now? We keep going. 260 in the jackpot. Oh my god, it's a marble. Which means it's 300,000 in the marble race. 300,000 in the marble race. Well, we've released those big money pools. So based on that, why not flip a coin? You can have a chip instead. That was what I was hoping for actually, Ralph, was a jackpot in the grid, but we didn't get there. It was so close. We're doing a marble race for 300,000 toots. Right. Now, you're going to hate me now for this, folks. You're absolutely going to hate me for what I'm about to do. Because what I'm going to do... Because I don't want to pay 300,000 out for more than one position. I now need to determine whether I'm doing first or last rules here. I guess what I'm going to use for determining first and last. I know you hate it. I know you hate it, but we're going to do a chip flip. But I'm going to declare now what those mean. Landing on duel. That is first. Landing on quiz night. That is last.
The coin flip has come full circle.
It really has, JB. I mean, that's just been the whole summation of the back half of this stream. Thank you for the 100 bits. We have indeed, Sunny Cat, but it's my decision as to how this stream works. So I'm doing one position for 300,000. Can I tilt the camera so we can see it? Oh, good point. Can I do something along those lines? And so you can see my very, very dirty desk. Let's see. How about that? What's that like? That's not bad at all, actually. So you can see that is about there. That's where we are going. So again, duel first. Quiz night last. There you go. That's what we're doing. Blur. And it's gone out of shot. Let me try that again so we actually do it in shot. That has landed on quiz night, meaning we are going for last place. Last place. That finishes, by the way. Last place that finishes. Woo! Last non-DNF. That is the position that's paying tonight. Let's bring myself back into the usual camera slot like that. Something like that. Oh boy. Right, so that's what we're doing, folks, is last finisher gets 300,000 doots. I need to pick a marble track. Anytime, marbles. Thank you. We had a mat track last time, so it's an only track this time. Winter Fantastic Zone. It's time, folks, for the 300,000 doot marble race. Exclamation mark play is what you need to enter in. Exclamation mark play. Now I need to fix the game capture to marbles only. Let me quickly do that. And boop. There we go. There's the marbles only. So it's the Marble Grand Prix, but not quite as you know it, because it's the last finisher that will get a prize. So, what track for the absolute epicness of this marble race? What are we going to go for? Bit Crusher for Tekken 4. You think Death Cam should become a recurring feature? Maybe. You Bet Challenge music. The UK Gladiators Eliminator. Boom, 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 boom. The Nightmare Mix. I need something really epic, though. Something really epic, and not AMD epic. Go away, Linus. I mean, Eliminator is pretty good for that. Guile's theme. Guile's theme doesn't go that far, though. It's about 50 seconds of music, and then that's about it. Or Boom Boom Boom, or Boom Boom, or Boom. Boss music from Judgment, Rake Your Inside. Outright Round 4 music. I just don't want to use my music for this, because I want something different. Just want something different, but epic still. Sax, that's definitely not epic. Legend of the Hidden Temple. Supersonic theme. Supersonic Racing? No. Ooh, no, but you've got to give me. You're giving me a suggestion only with that. Or what's it called? What is it? Apocalypsis Noctis. That's it. Yes, we'll do that. We're going to do some Final Fantasy 15 music. And Apocalypsis Noctis. I believe that is the one I'm thinking of. But there's so many variations of the music, but I believe that is the one that plays when you're fighting against all the big bads. So yeah, let's go with that. Quizzy Dan singing Christmas carols. No, we're not at Christmas yet. We can't do that. Oh, look away, folks. David J is joining the marble race. So yeah, late joiners, we're doing a marble race where final finisher gets 300,000 doots. So just bear that in mind. I think it is time to get this race underway. Congratulations to Jay on his marble race. Here we go, folks. 10 seconds to get in, exclamation mark play. And if you're all ready, if I can get my camera in the right place, it's time to Noctis. Remember, it's final finishing position. It's Cersei currently with the lead, but you need to scrub that speed somewhat. Demand, then Silver Electron, then Colin. Then Milk like Marky V, Yellowtail, Ralph, Digital David, and so on and so on. At the back of the pack, we have, still in the lottery machine, Lingo Maniac, Mr. Vertigo, Pruse, Colo, Jake Pawson, Brian Topper. Pokedex just escaping right now. And Oni as well, still kicking back in the lottery machine. Though be aware, if you're too far behind, you will get eliminated and not finish. Goodness me, we're already racing ahead in the front of the pack. Cetra's falling off the track. Colin's falling off the track. Not going to be a finisher. At the front, we now have Digital David, Mark EV. Shapes falling off the track. Milk-like Substance following on. Silver Electron. It's a right cluster here. All getting launched here, there, and everywhere. At the back, we still have Sanchi, Lingo, Maniac in the lottery machine. Oni finally finding their way down. Oh, I like how it was the descending piano motif there with Oni falling down. That was very satisfying. Moving up to the front of the pack. Rao falling off the track. Silver Electron and Milk-like in the final obstacle. Milk-like's our first finisher, not gonna get a prize. Matt and Demandaman falling off the track. You have less than a minute now to finish the track. Brian falling off the track. Sanchi and Lingo Redx still having too much fun in the lottery machine. They're gonna get burnt right now. Currently brand new Halo is our final placed marble, but they may get burnt up. 30 seconds remaining to finish the track. Let's focus at the finishing point. Here's Oni coming in for a finish. Currently our final finisher. Now it's Dogfish. Now it's Prugs. Now it's David. 15 seconds. Now it's Shirino, AB Me, Topper, Jake, Riff. 10 seconds. Yes, Severa, Ape Minky is our current final finisher. Is it going to be Ape? It looks like it is going to be Ape Minky, our final finisher. Mr. Ape Minky. Congrats to you. 300,000 dudes. You're happy talking about your score? Yeah, it was a partial suggestion from Oni suggesting something with Apocalypse in the name. So I went with Apocalypse's Noxus because it deserved the epicness. Well done, Ape, on getting final finishing position. Puzzle down so close, but not quite there. And there are all the other names. I mean, hats off to Milk-like. It's not a world record time, but it's still a very good time of 1 minute 54. I've got to hear the Tekken version of this. There's a Tekken version of this? Or is that the one you were referring to then? That was the one you were referring to then, maybe. Goodness me. Let's have a look. Apocalypse's Noctis Tekken. Tekken 7, Apocalypse's Noctis Hammerhead 2nd. That's already a start. That's already something. Oh. I was not expecting that. Okay. Well, we'll leave that playing in the background, slightly lower volume, while I talk about Friday's stream. So on Friday, we've got Brain Teaser as our warm-up. We then got Snap It Up by The Bassoonists. It's their first time writing for Snap It Up. And then after that, we've got another game of All Clued Up, this time written by Pop Ramen Joe, aka Pop Ramen Comedy. That's happening on Friday, the 17th of November. Before then, tomorrow evening, Topper One Gaming is doing some streaming at 8 p.m. over on Topper One Gaming. Usual thing. And we've got on his 100th stream, yes, he has been counting. I haven't. I only found out that the Friday stream was my 420th. But yes, on his 100th stream, he has got Word Chain Royale, Cloud9, his new original title, with new magical grid stuff, I believe, on Hackbox, and Rebound. That's happening tomorrow evening over on Top of One Gaming at 8 p.m. And then I will be back on Friday for some more quizzing shenanigans. Right. What we got to do now, we've got to raid into someone is what we're going to do right now. We've got 50 viewers. They need to go somewhere. 50 viewers needs to go somewhere and share the love. Who is live right now? Nice. Oh, Multimeter. Yes, hello. Shall we go and raid into HUDs? I don't normally do so, but yeah, let's go and raid into HUDs and say hi. Currently doing some pinball from looks of things, or is it Sonic? Yeah, Sonic 2. It is Sonic 2. We'll go and raid into HUD 601, and yeah, we'll say, don't drink death. Don't drink death is our raid message. Don't drink death. Go with that as our raid message. All right, take care. I will see you on Friday, but I may also see you around on top of the stream tomorrow on his 100th episode. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.